Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV. Today we're going on a ride, people. Very excited to be going on a ride-through video. I feel like we need a better name than ride-through video. They need something catchy. Maybe you can, I don't know, leave me some ideas in the comments. But today we're gonna head over to Disneyland. We're gonna ride that amazingly fun Radiator Springs Racers. We're gonna tell you some fun facts. We're gonna show you some Easter eggs. We're gonna tell you about maybe some potentially scary moments. Let's get started. So Radiator Springs Racers takes up about 6 of the 12 acres that makes up Cars Land at Disney California Adventure. Now the Cadillac Range, which is that beautiful mountain range behind the ride, was inspired by the Cadillac Ranch. It was a row of old Cadillacs buried hood first in the ground in Texas, and each peak is inspired by a classic Cadillac tail fin. The queue is designed to resemble driving across America. The buildings are designed like roadside attractions, and of course there's road signs and license plates. You'll spot fuel pumps as well. Now this building that's made of actual glass bottles is really noteworthy because they're all glass oil bottles. And keep your eye open because you'll also spot a hidden Mickey cactus. Now the queue line is inspired by the cartoon Time Travel Mater, which tells the story of the founding of Radiator Springs. So you're going to notice lots of license plates on the race cars. Many of those license plates contain the initials of the Imagineers who worked on the attraction. Ride loading is fairly easy. There's a step down, and just like a real car, you have to buckle your seatbelt. Keep in mind the middle seat does not have a shoulder strap, and there is a seatbelt check right before the ride begins. The backstory of the ride is that we're on our way to have a race with another car for the Piston Cup. So the beginning of the ride is very calm and features a drive through Ornament Valley, which is actually the same road trip that Lightning and Sally take in the first Cars film. From the very beginning, you can't help but notice the breathtaking Imagineering, especially that beautiful waterfall that they recreated from the first film. Now coming up to the tunnel, it's going to get a little dark, and you probably want to let the kiddos be prepared for some loud noises and bright headlights. Oh, like that one, get you right away. So through this dark section, Mater is taking us to go tractor tipping. Mater is voiced brilliantly by Larry the Cable Guy, with one of my favorite lines from the movie, "Tractor tipping's fun!" Unfortunately, I can't do it as good as Larry, so his job is safe.
Just follow Mater into town to get ready. Mater!
The ride features 23 audio animatronics, and the technology, not even just the inner mechanics of the animatronics, but the outer materials that they're using, creates such an amazing fluidity of these characters.
Ready? Don't let Frank get you. Ah!
Like many Disney dark rides, you kind of never know when, whoa, there's Frank, you gotta watch out for him. But that's pretty much the end of the loud noises and scary stuff. Now once you arrive in Radiator Springs, it's really cool. You're gonna pass Lizzie's Curios on the left and Red's Fire Station's on your left. The neon behind Sally and Mater is a reference to when Lightning leads the group in relighting Radiator Springs' main drag. Now, before the big final race, riders are going to make a stop at either Luigi's for new tires or at Ramon's for detailing. So let's check out Ramon's.
Ramon fits you up, right? Looking good. Qué linda.
Oh, that felt nice now, didn't it?
Good luck, man.
Shiny paint don't win races. I'll get out there.
Okay, this is if you go to the right. Let's back up and let's see what happens when you go to the left into Luigi's.
Luigi, you're a friend your best.
As you pull in here, they're going to talk about your white wall tires. That's referring to Luigi and Guido's preference for white walls and the European car racing circuit from Cars 1.
Now you look like a real race car. Guido,
Now Doc is up on a car lift like in Cars 1. He's wearing headphones like when he becomes Lightning's crew chief at the end of Cars 1, but he's painted with his fabulous Hudson Hornet logo, which he does not wear for most of Cars 1 because we don't really see him embrace his racing past until the very end of the movie. Luigi and Guido are dressed in Italian racing colors, which we see in Cars 1 when Lightning races against Doc. The cars take off pretty fast, but not too fast. The top speed is only 40 miles per hour versus the 64.9 miles per hour you'll get on Test Track at Epcot. It's also one of the few Disneyland rides with a single rider line. If you didn't snag a Fast Pass and you don't mind riding solo, the single rider line is really the way to go. Now coming up to these hills, you really have to get ready to catch some airtime. I'm telling you, this is so much fun. It uses the same ride system as Test Track in Disney World, so it kind of has that nice smooth feel about it. Now this is the steepest curve, the steepest degree of banking on the entire track is right here at 45 degrees. The winning car is randomly selected. Each car has a 50-50 shot of winning, so every time you go on, it may end a different way. And you will never know until the very end. And then of course there's Taillight Caverns. This was originally created for the ride, but then they featured it in a Cars short after the fact. Great time, great ride, definitely worth a trip out to Disney California Adventure just for the Imagineering on this ride.
Hey, race, everybody.
Want to go on some more rides with me? Then be sure to keep watching AllEars TV by subscribing to AllEars.net. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for when we put out a new video. We want your comments. We want to find out what rides should we go on? What rides you want to talk about? Tell us about your favorite rides and some of your favorite experiences. Until next time, this is Chris for AllEars TV. See you soon.